Look, the average person in your situation has less than $400 saved for emergencies, not $5,000, $400, which means one unexpected car repair, one medical bill, one job interruption, and you're going into debt. But here's the thing. Building a $5,000 emergency fund is not actually as hard as you think. You do not need to cut out every latte. You do not need a six-figure income. By the end of this video, you will know the exact formula I used to go from $0 to $5,000 in 12 months. And more importantly, how to start today even if you only have $5. Here's what nobody tells you. Most people do not fail at building wealth. They fail at surviving the first emergency without destroying everything they've worked for. One unexpected expense hits, your car needs $2,000 in repairs, your hours get cut at work, you have a health issue, and suddenly you're taking out a credit card at 23% interest. You're borrowing from family, you're spiraling. I watched my roommate after college do exactly this. Car broke, no savings, went on a credit card, paid $800 in interest alone while trying to build wealth. 18 months of extra debt because he did not have $5,000 sitting there. Brawl. Credit card statement showing interest charges, debt calculator showing years of payments. But here's what I think most people miss. You do not need to have $5,000 all at once. You need to have a system that gets you there automatically without you feeling broke. The people who actually build $5,000 are not necessarily the highest earners. They are the people who automate $5 a week and then forget about it. Brawl. Phone notification showing automatic transfer, savings account balance ticking up. Let me show you the math on what not having an emergency fund actually costs you. Say you need $2,000 for a car repair. You do not have it saved. You put it on a credit card at an average APR of 22%. Here's what happens. You make minimum payments of about $100 a month. It takes you 23 months to pay it off. Total interest paid? $460. You paid more in interest than you would have if you just borrowed from yourself. But it gets worse. That emergency fund is not just about avoiding debt. It is about avoiding the psychological collapse that comes with debt. When you go into emergency debt, your credit score drops. Not dramatically from one card charge, but if emergencies happen twice in 3 years, which they do for most people, your score tanks 10 to 30 points each time. That matters when you try to refinance student loans, get an apartment, or buy a car. Here's the part that gets expensive. That credit damage follows you. A lower credit score means you pay more interest on everything for the next 7 years. Student loan refinance, 0.5% higher. Car loan, 0.75% higher. Apartment application, you might not even get approved. So an emergency fund is not a luxury. It is insurance. Cheap insurance that keeps you from paying $800 in interest, plus credit damage, plus emotional stress. Marcus's take. Most people think building an emergency fund means being boring and frugal. Wrong. It means protecting yourself from the worst financial decision you make under panic, which is literally everyone. But here's where it gets interesting, because there is a specific formula that makes this happen without you having to earn more money. And I want to show you exactly which accounts to use and which ones will actually destroy your progress. Okay, here is what does not work. Putting your emergency fund in your regular checking account. Why? Because it is there. You see it. Every time you check your balance, you think, oh, I have extra money. Then an iced coffee costs $5. A concert ticket costs $60, and suddenly your $5,000 fund is $3,000 again. What does work? A separate high-yield savings account that is not connected to your debit card. Specifically, I want you to open a high-yield savings account at a bank like Marcus, Ally, or Capital One 365. Why those? Because they pay between 4.25% and 4.75% APY right now. Your regular bank is paying you 0.01%. That is not a typo, 0.01. Brawl. Savings calculator showing the APA difference between regular and high yield. Numbers compounding. Let me make this real. If you save $5,000 in a regular bank account, you make about 50 cents in interest over a year. In a high yield savings account, You make $230 just sitting there doing nothing. That is a $460 difference over 2 years. That is real money. Here's the hack. Open the high yield account. Do not get a debit card for it. Do not link it to your phone. Make it slightly inconvenient to access. I promise you will not miss the money if it takes 30 seconds longer to see it. Brawl. Person setting up automated transfer on phone, selecting high yield savings. Then set up an automatic transfer from your checking account. The amount does not matter. It can be $5 a week, $20 a week, whatever you can actually sustain without eating gas station food for 3 days. The beautiful part, when it's automatic, your brain never counts that money as yours. You do not miss it. You do not see it as opportunity to spend. Brawl. Phone showing automated transfer confirmation, calendar notification repeating weekly. I started with $12 a week. $12. That felt like nothing. But over a year, that is $624 without any pain. Then after 4 months, I increased it to $20 a week. Nobody noticed. But that is an extra $416 a year. Here's Marcus's opinion. The people who build $5,000 are not the ones with the highest income. They are the people with the lowest friction. They remove the decision from the equation. Let me walk you through exactly how this works with real numbers. Say you are 25. You make $45,000 a year after taxes. You think you cannot save anything because rent is $1,200 and you have student loans. But you skip 2 coffees a week. That is $5 right there. You watch a free movie instead of going to a theater. That is $12. You sell 5 shirts you do not wear anymore. That is $20. You automate a transfer of $37 a week. That is the amount that changed your life. $37 a week equals $160 a month. $160 a month in a high-yield savings account at 4.5% APY. After 3 months, $500. After 6 months, $1,000. After 9 months, $1,550. After 12 months, $2,120. Plus $45 in interest you did not even earn yourself. Now in month 13, you get a small raise. It is not much. $300 a year extra. You take $50 of that raise and increase your automatic transfer to $87 a week. By month 20, $3,200. By month 30, $4,100. By month 36, 3 years from when you started with literally nothing, $5,000. Not because you became a budget machine, because you automated the decision and got out of your own way. Okay, here are your 3 S. Do these in order. They take less than 2 hours total. Step 1. This week, open a high-yield savings account. Go to marcus.com or Ally Bank. Takes 8 minutes. They will ask for your social security number, your checking account number, and your employment info. Link your checking account to it. Do not order a debit card. Done. Step 2. Set up the automatic transfer. Do this from your checking account, not from the savings account. Go to your bank, hit or transfers, select your new savings account, and put in the weekly amount. Start small. Even $5. Even 5. The goal is not to feel the transfer. You want to forget it happened. So if you make $2,000 a month and you think you can afford to not see $100, start with $20 a week, not $100 a month at once. Weekly is better. It feels smaller, your brain does not miss it. Step 3, automate increases. This is the secret move. Every time you get a raise, bonus, tax refund, or side hustle money, increase that automatic transfer by 25%. Your raise was $300? Increase the transfer by $75. You got a $500 tax refund? Increase it by $125. You are literally already making extra money. You are just redirecting some of it before your brain recognizes it exists. Now, to actually track all this and see your net worth growing, I use Personal Capital. It connects to your high yield savings account automatically. shows you your emergency fund progress, and lets you see exactly where every dollar is going. You can see your high yield savings account sitting there, compounding, separate from your regular money. The free version is enough to get started. You link one account and watch your emergency fund grow. That visual progress alone makes you want to keep going. Brawl, personal capital dashboard showing savings account balance, net worth growing, notifications set up. Brawl, clean shot of savings account showing $5,000, person looking relieved and happy. Here is what you now know. 1. Not having an emergency fund costs you $400 to $800 in interest every time you have one, plus credit damage that follows you for 7 years. 2. A high-yield savings account at 4.5%. APY plus an automatic weekly transfer is the only system that actually works because your brain never counts that money as available. 3. You do not need to be perfect, you need to be consistent. $37 a week for 3 years gets you to $5,000 with zero stress and zero lifestyle change. The next video I'm dropping is how to actually invest that emergency fund money once you hit $5,000, because keeping it in savings forever is a different mistake. I'll show you exactly when to invest and where, and why most people wait too long. If you found this helpful, I made 7 other videos on building your first 1,000, understanding credit scores, and automating your money so you can stop thinking about it. Links are below.